So, build it or buy it. We asked the viewers whether you would build or buy a water bottle holder for the bicycle. And this is a personal story of mine because this was one of the first instances where it occurred to me that maybe it would be not as easy to build it. So in my high school metal shop class, I was really going gung-ho about building everything, all the accessories for my bicycle. Everything must be out of steel. So I wanted to build a water bottle holder, and this is the one that I built. It is steel, and it's based off of an aluminum one I had. But when I asked my teacher, how should I do this? He said, how much do those things cost? And I said, about $5. Basically what he was getting at is, you're really gonna go through all that trouble to build this when you could just buy it at the store for $5. Well, I had my reasons for wanting to build it. First off, the store ones are all aluminum, and I want everything to be out of steel because steel's better. The problem is, this is a really complicated shape to bend if you don't have bending jigs, which is how they manufacture them in large quantities. So it actually took me 3 attempts to build this, and on the third one it finally worked because there's so many different angles and it has to fit with the water bottle contour perfectly. Like I think one of them, this was too low, so it was like intersecting at the wrong part. This one was too wide, so the bottle would fall out. I don't have the other ones, but this was the one that survived, and it's still in use on my bike after almost 10 years. One thing I couldn't figure out, this is powder coated, this army green, because that was the only color green we had. I couldn't figure out why the powder coating didn't go on this part. It might be because it's electrostatically attracted, which meant as the powder was going in, it probably just got attracted to this part, because the back came out perfectly fine. But nonetheless, even with all the rust and all the ugly hammering and welding marks, it has lasted this long. Now, what do I think? I think if you have a lot of free time and you're really determined to build it yourself, then build it. Or if you have the proper bending jigs, I've seen videos on how they manufacture them. In fact, there's a company that makes stainless steel ones of these, I think tubular, and they're about $16, so why not buy that one instead? This one's probably just as good as this, but you can see it's a little cheaper because there's less metal. Really, it's just a bottle holder. You don't think much about it. So I'd say buy it, or if you're really hard-headed like me, build it. And that's that. Oh, and I also have the original plan layouts for this build that I traced onto my notebook. That's how I figured out all the angles. It was really hard to like trace that. There's all these compound angles. I was just bending it with a vise and a hammer and an oxyacetylene torch. So it was definitely not easy. All right, so that's the verdict. Buy it.